Hi everyone, and it's time for today's maths now on 21st of January 2021. Okay, so this week we've been spending a lot of time on multiplying a two-digit number by a one-digit number, and people have done really well with it. People found it a bit tricky to begin with, but the more you do something like that, the better you get each time. And if you stick to the method, then you'll start getting it right each time as well. So well done everyone who's been working hard on that. We're moving on now to dividing a two-digit number by a one-digit number, and that is coming up in a second. Before we get to that, no flashbacks today, but there are a couple of little problems to have a go at first to get us warmed up, and they are to do with what we've been doing, multiplying a two-digit number by a one-digit number. So first of all, you have to explain the mistake. Someone's messed up here and made a right mess of it. So we've got 27 times 3, and it's all set out very neatly in our columns, hundreds, tens, and ones. And then they're saying the answer for that is 621. It's not. It's not. What I want you to do is have a go on your whiteboards or your scrap paper of working out what the answer would be, 27 times 3. And then also seeing if you can spot what the mistake is. The answer is not 621. Okay, so have a go at that. Pause the video now. Okay, so we had a multiplication. We had a two-digit number times by a one-digit number. What you should have done is you should have started by times in the ones first. So 7 times 3 is 21. So you should have got that. And then you should have times the 10. So you should have done 20, because we've got two 10s there, 20 times 3, which is 60. Then with those two answers, you should have added them together. And 21 add 60 is 81. And that's the answer you should have got. Now, on this example, they put 621, which was obviously wrong. What they've done, and it looks like this might have started off right, because they've done 7 times 3 and put 21, fair enough. But then for 20 times 3, they put a 6 there. So what they should have done is they should have wrote 60 underneath here and then added their two answers together to get their final total, their final answer. Looks to me like they might have rushed it a little bit. They might have decided, oh, I'll just put it in this row. It's in the hundreds column as well, so that's not right. So they've rushed through, not checked, and instead of getting 81, they've put 621. Ugh. But hopefully we've managed to sort it out for them. Okay, next one. This one's a bit different. It's no mistake this time. This one's one where you have to try and do a few different things. It's a bit of a puzzle, really. I always like a puzzle. And you've got 3-digit cards, 2, a 3, and a 4. And it says, how close can you get to 100? Use each digit card once in the multiplication. So you can rearrange these 3-digit cards into any order you like to make a 2-digit times by a 1-digit calculation. You could put the 4 first, you could put the 4 last, you could put the 3 in the middle or the 3 last. It's up to you. And you're making a different number here and you're timesing it by a different number here. And the goal is to get as close as possible to 100. This is called trial and error. It's where you try things out, you might make a few mistakes, and eventually you should get close enough and find your answer. So you're going to have a little go at that on your whiteboards and paper again, and you can pause the video now. Okay, so I'm not going to go through every option for this because there's a few different ones, but we'll try a couple out for you. Let's go with, first of all, let's go 43 times 2. So 3 times 2, I know, is 6. 40 times 2 is 8. So 8. So that would be 86. 86, pretty close to 100, not bad. A few of you might have got that one. I think we could probably go closer though. Let's try another one. Let's try 23 times 4. So if we do 3 times 4, 12, okay. And then 20 times 4 is 80. 80 add 12 is 92, which is closer than 86. And That is actually the closest one you can get as well, 92. There's a few other options that you might have. Well done if you found it, but 92 should be the closest. Okay, right. That's enough of that for now. We're going to move on to some power math stuff. And like I said at the beginning of this video, it's going to be dividing a 2-digit number by a 1-digit. If we've done some multiplying, it was obvious we were going to do some dividing next. And here we go. All right, so we've got some sheep. They look like they've escaped to something. I don't know what's going on. Someone's let them out. I don't know what's going on. The sheep are shared equally. Shared equally means divide, remember, between the 2 farmers. How many sheep does each farmer have? Okay, first of all, there's a lot of sheep on that picture. I don't want people to have to go. You might miscount them, we might forget. There's 48 sheep. Okay, I'm going to give you a little clue, a little bit of a hint, some help. That's what I'm here for. There are 48 sheep. Okay, so how many sheep does each farmer have? There's 2 farmers. So that's your first one. 48 sheep. How many sheep does each farmer have? You know, I've got that in a second. Hang on, I'm just going to read 1B out for you. 1B, the sheep are divided equally between the pens. How many sheep are in each pen? There's 48 sheep, remember, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 pens. Okay, so remember, we're sharing equally, which means divide. There's 48 sheep. Have a go at 1A and 1B now, and I'll come back in a sec and tell you the answers. Okay, so hopefully you've had a go at 1A and 1B. Putting them both together today because they are quite similar. So there's 48 sheep. You didn't have to count them. I told you. So 1A. Here we go. There are 48 sheep. There are 2 farmers. And what they've done is a part-whole model to partition the number first. So they've got a part-whole model here that looks like that. And they've got 48 at the top, the number of sheep. And what they've done is they've split it into the 10s and into the 1s. So we've got 48 and we've got 40 and we've got 8. Okay, so like we were doing before with the multiplying, they've just split it up. It makes it easier to see it if you do it one bit at a time. So we've got 40 here and 4 rods of 10, and we've got 8 1s, 48, 40, and 8. So here we go. The girl is telling us she hasn't got a name. They usually give them names. Oh, what a shame. First, divide the 10s. So we've got 4 10s divided by 2, because there were 2 farmers. So that's 40 divided by 2, which is 20. And they've shown us here 20. 40 divided by 2 is 20. Now she's dividing the 1s. 8 1s divided by 2 means you get 4 1s. 8 divided by 2 is 4. We can do that, no problem. So we've done the 10s. We've done the 1s. Now, just like the multiplying, you're going to add your 2 answers together. Now, sometimes people think, oh, if I was adding before, I'd better do the opposite this time because we're dividing, so I'll take away. Do not do that. If you've got 2 answers, we only want 1 answer, so you've got to add them together. So just like multiplying, you add your 2 division answers together. Okay, I need you to remember that. It's a tricky one. So we've got 20, add 4 equals 24. So 48 divided by 2 is 24. Some of you might have just gone 48 divided by 2, 24, done. Well done if you did that. Some people are quick. Some people want to do it straight away. What I want you to get into the habit of, though, just like the multiplying, is doing it a bit at a time. Okay, because when we get trickier, you need to be able to do it like that. And they might be a bit like that in your power maths book. Okay, that's the reason. So each farmer got 24 sheep. 1B. Hopefully you had a go at this one as well. Each farmer's got 24 sheep. Each farmer has 2 pens. So what they've done is they've divided the farmer's sheep, which was 24, between their 2 pens. So 24 divided by 2 is 12. Maybe you did that yourselves in your brain. Brilliant if you did. If you weren't sure, you could do it the same way we did the last one. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 add 2 is 12. That's a way you could work it out. Okay? I want to give you another option though, because it said there was 48 sheep and there were 4 pens. What you could do if you wanted was 48 divided by 4. Okay, so well done if you did that. If you do 48 divided by 4, you will still get 12 as your answer. So either way you did that is fine by me. Well done. Okay, moving on. Couple more. What have we got now? Lexi has got 39 carrots. A lot of carrots in it. She shares the carrots between 3 horses. Okay, how many carrots does each horse get? So we've got the carrots. There's 39. Luckily, we didn't have to count them all. And there are 3 horses. What I want you to have a go at now is working this one out yourselves. So how many carrots does each horse get? There's a little part hole and some base 10 to help you. They've already split it up. And all you need to do is tell me what goes in each of these little bits. If it was me, I'd write out the full thing. 3 tens divided by 3 equals 30 divided by 3 equals, do it like that. Do a bit at a time, don't rush through it, and tell me how many carrots each horse gets. Pause the video now. Okay, so we've got Lexia carrots and 3 horses. Let's find out how many carrots each horse gets. So you divide the tens first. So we've got 3 tens, we've got 30. So 3 tens divided by 3 is 1 10. 30 divided by 3 is 10. Okay, we should know that because we're good at our 10s and our 3s now, I think. So that was 10. Done the 10s first. Next, it says divide the 1s. 9 1s divided by 3 equals 3. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Next up, we had to do some adding. We have to add our 2 answers together. We don't want 2 answers. We want just 1 answer. So if we've got 10 from our first bit and we've got 3 from our second bit, it's 10 add 3, which equals 13. 13 horses. 13 carrots for each horse. Very lucky horses. 39 divided by 3 equals 13. Each horse gets 13 carrots. Sometimes in Power Maths, they like you to write the same answer out again and again just to get it in your brain. And that's what they've done there. 13 was the answer. Well done if you got that. Moving on, 1 extra one for you today before the challenge. Usually it's challenge, but I've got an extra one. This one says work out 68 divided by 2. They've done the same thing for you again, a part whole. They've already split it up into base 10s and the numbers for you. So what I want you to have a go at is, same as the last one, have a go at filling in these blanks. This time they haven't given you quite as much information, but if you follow it the same as last time, you should be fine. Pause the video now. All right, so we're working out 68 divided by 2. Doable, this, very doable. 68 seems like a pretty big number. Divided by 2, though, we should be able to do it. So 6 tens divided by 2 equals 3 tens. Okay, 60 divided by 2 means 3 tens is 30. 60 divided by 2, 30. Hopefully we've got that one. Next up, we need to think how many, we're going to do our ones. So how many ones have we got? We've got 8. So 8 ones divided by the 2 equals 4 ones. We're just doing 8 divided by 2 now. 4 ones. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So we've got our answers. We've got 30 add 4. They were our 2 answers, I hope. Equals 34. So 68 divided by 2 equals 34. Well done if you got that. See, we're doing some tricky dividing now. I'm doing well with it. All right. One last little challenge before I tell you about our Power Maths. So we've got Mo and Alex, and they're doing some maths. Good for them. And Mo and Alex are working out 84 divided by 4. Mo says I will take 84 cubes and share them into 4 equal piles, 1 by 1. Okay. Alex says, I will divide the 10s first and then the 1s, which is kind of what we've just been doing, isn't it? Whose method do you prefer? Explain to your partner, you might not have a partner, explain to people in school, if you're in school, or maybe someone at home, which one you prefer, which one you like best. And then we've got 2 other children at the bottom. We've got someone saying, I think one of these methods is quicker than the other one. And the other boy saying, I will partition my numbers into 10s and 1s first. Okay, so there's no answers for this because it's your choice. So work out what the answer is and decide which one you like the best. Do you like Mo's method the best or Alex's method the best? Have a go. Pick your favorite. Pause the video now. Okay, so totally up to you which one you prefer. The answer, I'll tell you the answer. The answer was 21. Well done if you got the answer. Personally, I would rather do it Alex's way and do some dividing than have to share things out and count them all out 1 by 1. That'd take ages. And imagine if we had even more cubes to share out. That is not clever, Mo, at all, I don't think. It might be easy because you don't have to use your brain too much. You're just counting. But what if you make a mistake? What if you miscount? Nah, let's do it Alex's way. That's the way we're going to be thinking about it for the rest of today and this week. All right, final thing, power maths. Today you're going to be having a go at pages 27, 28 and 29 in your power maths book. It's all very similar to what we've been doing. Please use any spaces for working out and try and do it that method, Alex's method, the method we've been doing today. You'll be fine with it if you do that. Okay, don't rush through. Take as long as it takes, and then the answers, I'll put the link on Class Dojo as always. Good luck with that, guys. I think you'll be fine. And I will see you all a little bit later on.